The Bingo Book, every ninja's worst nightmare. A hit list filled with the most dangerous and most wanted shinobi across the Naruto world. But who made the cut from legendary ninjas to unsung outlaws? We're breaking down every character that appeared in the Bingo Book. Some were listed in the Bingo Book for their crimes and others for their power, and the few, well, let's just say their stories might surprise you. And today, we're talking every Naruto character in the Bingo Book explained. But before we get into it, please for me, like and subscribe and join my Discord channel. The link is down below and I'm currently giving away 3 Crunchyroll gift cards right now. So firstly, what actually is the Bingo Book in Naruto? Well, it's a book that contains any and all known information on every known missing ninja, in which all jonin and members of Anbu of the major shinobi villages are given by their respective Kage or other leaders in order to facilitate hunting down and assassinating these rogue ninjas. The sole purpose of this is so that the village's secrets and or Kekkei Genkai are not stolen or examined by the enemy. There are other types of bingo books as well. The Akatsuki, for example, use their bingo book to list their jinchūriki targets and certain ninjas from other villages who could potentially be of use. In Kakuzu's case, he lists his bingo book with information on various ninjas with large bounties on their heads. That being said, let's get into the 15 characters who were mentioned in the bingo book. And starting with the well-known ninja that everybody knows, it's gonna be none other than Orochimaru. He was actually listed in the bingo book for being a traitor to the Leaf Village. He was caught red-handed while using humans for his wicked experiments by the third Hokage. But Hiruzen, in his usual fashion, made another bad decision and let Orochimaru run away. And ever since then, he has committed more and more crimes and gained an even higher bounty in the bingo book, before finally stopping his antics and retiring at the end of Naruto Shippuden. And then comes his disciple, Kabuto Yakushi. He is also listed in the bingo book as a rogue ninja working under Orochimaru. He is actually never shown being directly hunted, but is a prime enemy of the Leaf Village. But in the end, he is redeemed because of Itachi's Izanami and starts working in an orphanage instead of being a criminal. So it is implied that his name has been erased from the bingo book as well as Orochimaru. And next is Unmo Samidare, who was an unpopular jonin from the Hidden Mist village and known for his hostility towards the Hidden Leaf. And Sai was actually dispatched to eliminate him because he was such a threat to the Hidden Leaf. And his name actually got crossed off from the list after his death. And actually, a fun fact about him, his name was actually unclear in the manga but directly shown in the anime. And after that, we have Ao. Ao was a former Anbu of the Hidden Mist. He served as the 5th Mizukage's right hand before retiring. He was regarded as a hero of his village. However, after the 4th Shinobi War, his character changed a lot. He secretly started working for an outer villain for the off-brand Akatsuki group called Kara, and that actually led him to being named in the Boruto series Bingo Book. And now these next 4 entries in the bingo book actually only exist in the manga. Firstly, we have Mezu from the Konoha Shinden's manga's bingo book. The Mezu gang is a group of assassins formed by the missing ninja Mezu. After their encounters with Mirai Saratobi and Shikamaru Nara, the gang was subdued and taken into custody by the 6th Hokage. After that, their name was erased from the bingo book. And then after Mezu, the next 3 were in the Sakura Shinden manga. And the first one mentioned in the Sakura Shinden is Tenzen. He is a missing ninja from the Hidden Mist and has been causing mayhem near the Hidden Cloud Village. And number 2 is Genba. He was a member of the group Tamanuki. He died of an illness half a year before Sakura Shiden's events. And that brings us to number 3, which is Baraki. He led a group called the Deceased, and at some point the group was absorbed by another organization over which Baraki Uzumaki had little influence. And just like the manga-only entries, there were also some anime-only entries. But before we get to those, let me surprise you with a wild card entry. Did you know of all the ninjas out there, the GOAT Kakashi had also been named in the Bingo Book? But don't worry, he didn't do something crazy in the Leaf Village to end up becoming a rogue ninja. But rather, he was in the Bingo Book because of the Hidden Mist Village, as they knew his strength and saw him as a threat. But it's assumed that his name was removed from the book after he became the 6th Hokage. But getting back to the anime-only entries, firstly is Yurikata. He was a missing ninja from the Hidden Mist and was also the jinchūriki of the Six Tails. He was later captured and unalived by the Akatsuki in a filler arc of Naruto Shippuden, resulting in his name being erased from the Bingo Book. And after him, we have two entries from Boruto, Kumio Fukuda, an infamous thief, and Kirisaki, a missing ninja from the Hidden Mist Village who abused his medical knowledge and became a rogue ninja after he was caught. And another is Hiyori Hirishio. He was seen briefly in Asuma's Bingo Book with a 7.8 billion bounty on his head. And an interesting fact about Kiyomu, he was named after the director and storyboard artist for episode 76 of Naruto Shippuden. And lastly is Hyogo. He was once a famed shinobi from the village hidden in the grass. He abandoned his village and started so much crime that this earned him a name in the Bingo Book, which he actually eventually lost after being captured by Konohamaru and Boruto in the anime. And finally, let's talk about the duo of the Uchiha brothers. I am clearly referring to Itachi and Sasuke. Both of them were labeled as terrorists at some point in time by all nations. Itachi's name was first written down in the Bingo Book after he massacred every Uchiha in the village alongside Obito and became an Akatsuki member. And Sasuke was actually not considered a deserter after he left the Hidden Leaf to work under Orochimaru, but rather he was only considered a rogue terrorist after he attacked the Kage summit to kill Danzo. But after all was said and done and the 4th Shinobi War came to an end, Sasuke became the Shadow Hokage and was no longer considered a Bingo Book entry. And the same goes for Itachi. And yes, I know I may have missed a lot of characters that were in the Bingo Book, but these are just all known entries that we know for a fact that were in the book. And that's about it. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and follow for more anime content.